Right, welcome to Flooring Models live vlog. Now, if this is working, the picture should be a lot better. It's been a long day. Yes, it's my birthday. It is March the 17th, 2016, and yes, it is St. Patrick's Day. Trust me, growing up as a teenager, I spent many a happy day completely looking down the toilet at the end of it. Not a good mix having your birthday and St. Patrick's Day on the same day, trust me. Anyway, as I said, today was always going to be a bit funny. I've got so much gear coming in and trying to upgrade, trying to give you great new things and everything else that I could hide it away, but I like to show you exactly what's going on and reasons why I'm not working. So this morning, I had every intention of thinking, right, okay, we're going to gut this place, we're going to sort out the computer setup, we're going to get the second monitor installed, get rid of the big TV, move the computer as well because it's on the floor and it shouldn't be down there, so we put it up there and everything else. And the capture card has arrived as well, so we can install the capture card. I thought, right, we'll give the PC a bit of a birthday, so I took it out, got the big compressor out, dusted it down. Trust me, modelling and computers don't mix. Give them a dust every now and again, because trust me, you know all this dust you get in there, twice as much in your computer. So if you haven't done it, it should be like your compressor maintenance. You should do it at the same time. Anyway, I digress. So anyway, I thought, right, we're going to get this sorted. And yes, it's a bit of a nightmare because you know what these things are like. It seems like a good idea at the time. Once you've started, you're committed, and I was fully committed. So what I thought would be a morning's job has turned into an all-day thing, and literally I've just got everything plumbed in somewhat and running now, but the place is a tip, so I need to tidy up. But anyway, I did a bit of a video log as we went round everywhere, so if I could find my mouse on my multiple monitors now, I'd be right. I don't think it likes this surface. This is the trouble. So anyway, come on mouse, wake up. Here we go. So okay, so here's the deal. You know, normally I get everything sort of sorted and we're in place and everything else. And today I thought, well, it's your birthday, take the morning off, and then what we can do is we can sort out a few things we really need to do. Okay. Now, one of them is the capture card, which is the way we're going to be live streaming, has just turned up. So I thought, right, okay, well, we give my PC a bit of a birthday. I'll get it out, I'll get the compressor loaded up, and we'll give it a blowout, get rid of all the dust and the crap out of it, which was pretty horrendous in there, I have to say. Modelling and computers, they don't really work because of the dust factor. But anyway, the thing is, as you can probably see, that's it over there. And to be honest, I've had a second monitor, and the idea being we get rid of the telly. And I've got them on one of these cool, nice swing arm systems and all the rest of it. And I tested it and it worked really, really well because you could just pull it out and away you went. But unfortunately, it does mean the rest of the studio looks a little bit like this. Okay, so I've done a tiny little bit of work, as you can see. Down there on the actual bomber, as in we've got the major parts in the middle all put together, glued, so that is ready to go together, which was my intention this afternoon, and obviously to do the kit reviews and the bits and pieces like that. But this is the problem, because obviously this is what I do my editing on and all the rest of it, and it's looking a little bit like a dump here. The audio set, for instance, I've completely dismantled. Did you say there's our audio deck? That's in a zillion bits, nothing's connected, none of the mics are connected or anything else like that. So literally they're all just sat here in cable form, ready for some point. And as you can imagine, it's even worse down here, and it's piling up out there with all the crap we're throwing out the door as we make our way round and everything else like that. So probably this is what I'm trying to do here is a little bit of an excuse that to why you haven't got a vlog proper one today, okay, and why it's looking like this. Now, we are now exactly, what are we now, 10 to 2. So what I'm going to try and do is obviously leg this through, get it back together, get some semblance of order going on here, and then we can get it all running. Half of this thing is the camera's up here above, you can probably see behind me up there. The new setup is a way that the capture card will capture live images from all 4 HD cameras, which then can be streamed live during the live shows. I've got a box which is buried here somewhere where I can switch cameras. Dead simple, very, very straightforward. So that way we can go for one capture card and kind of have as many cameras as you like running through it, because it's just going to come through a splitter box. So we've got that sorted out. The only thing is we have to change the audio. The audio has to have its own feed for live streaming because obviously it won't all line up and you'll get terrible lip sync and all the rest of it that works with these things. So there's still a little bit of work in progress, as you can see going around here, but hopefully what I'm going to do is be able to get this all sorted by hopefully about the next hour. I can get that up and running and we can do it, and then we can be in a situation of perhaps getting couple of kit reviews done. As I say, I want to do the MIG today, and to be honest, I have got, where has it gone, all the other bits and pieces, which I've had a few bits in today as well. So we can do reviews on those, some little parts, and some aftermarket stuff turned up as well today. So hopefully we'll be all right. The only thing I'm still waiting on is the Halifax for that work. So I don't know. I know the camera's locked off, so if it's all dodgy, it's because it's locked off mode. But you might be able to see the green windows in these. That is literally the new liquid mask stuff, which I absolutely love. Really, really nice. Anyway, that's enough for now. I might do these a bit more if you like them, but generally what I'm going to do is hopefully get that lot sorted. We'll get it all together and everything else like that, and then what we can actually do is hopefully get a live stream, maybe even do, if I can get it to work straight away, do the vlog tonight as a live stream vlog, which would be quite nice and everything else. So there we go, guys. Catch you later. Okay, so 20 minutes later, we've basically got it up and running, okay? Now, the big thing is, it's cable management. What do you guys do about it? It's like, Jesus Christ. I've got tons and tons and tons of cables, and we've got even more down on there that have got to be fitted in yet, and everything. I think this is one side of it that probably you don't realise when we're doing these shows and putting this all together, is the amount of wiring. You can see it, it's like spaghetti junction that goes everywhere. You know, and I know technology's great with wireless and all the rest of it, but God almighty, it is like the bane of my life. And this is down the trouble, because the PC, to be honest, used to live down there, and now I've moved it over here, which is probably far more healthy for it, but it's a bit of a nightmare, to say the least, to do it. So what I'm going to try and do is get the cables fed, try and hide them, which is the big thing, around, because what I'm going to do is hopefully have control of most things from over here on my desk. I'm going to hide the box hopefully down there in the corner, somewhere down here. We're going to pop it down there, so that way I can switch seamlessly, or almost, you guys are seeing all behind the scenes here, and try and do it that way. But yeah, cables, absolute nightmare. There is just miles and miles of cabling gone into all of this, and it's the one thing, you know, you don't really think about. Is like, okay, we'll move it. Yeah, now I've got to get cables that fit, cables that reach, and everything else like that. So hopefully the card is installed into the main PC there. And then what we can actually do is find the cables, because now I don't have an audio cable that goes from the box down there that's long enough to fit, sorry, no, a speaker cable that is long enough to go from the audio deck to the speaker to the actual unit itself, for doing all the audio and the bits and pieces. I've got the wrong ones down there. I've got the ones with the big, and I need the small ones. Luckily I am a bit of a hoarder when it comes to cables. That's what's all in there, and probably all up here is all electrical bits and all the rest of it. So hopefully I've got something that I can jerry rig, or something that's quite close. But some of it is really crap. It's like, you know, this is a good example of the quality. It's like really junk. And if you use stuff like this, because we've got so much wiring running everywhere, it's when you get bad sound and the audio problems and stuff like that, it's using cheap stuff. So we have to, you know, somewhat go ahead and we buy better stuff. So I'm just thinking, actually, what we got? USBs, USB, that'll do. Save the day. That's what we need. We need a twin end small, which will go in the back of the speaker over there, because obviously the computer, when it's below it, only have to be really short to a normal input onto the actual PC itself for getting the sound across. Okay, solve that problem. Right, okay, so that's one less problem to worry about. Okay, onward. Hello, welcome to vlog part 3, 2, 3, is it? I don't know, sorry, black. As I say, I've got the camera on manual. It's usually set up for doing the normal bits and pieces. As you can see, or hopefully you can see, let me just bring it round. There we go, we have life, somewhat. I hate cables. I think I'm borderline OCD, but I really do hate cables, so I've managed to tuck them away quite nicely. Capture card is installed and is working amazingly. Although, my problem is now, I wanted it set up so this monitor on this side runs also as my screens, so when I'm doing work you can see them, and that one, so I'm going to have both of them flicked over for doing, showing me really what I'm doing, so when my hands are moving I can make sure you guys can see exactly what I do. And because these are articulated, I can maneuver them all round. Let me just stick that one in, you know, so when we are over here I can see exactly what it is. We can just zoom in. This is what you'll see. I can have the other monitor bent round as well. I can get them both out, which is what we do when we're doing the live shows, so we can see both. Sorry, the flicker, that's just a refresh rate. Okay, so that is the plan with that one. But we are operational and running. I must admit I had no sound for ages. I couldn't figure out exactly what the hell was going on, but we are all good to go now. But there we go. I must admit I'm very happy with how that's gone this morning. I'm happy the computer's over, the side case is back on, it's all been put together. Audio, I said I had real trouble with audio. What I'm going to do, I'm going to move the mixer from there over to here, because I know roughly what I'm doing with it now, so it's not so much of a problem as it used to be in the old days when, quite frankly, I didn't know what I was doing, which I still don't know what I'm doing a lot of the time, but we'll be okay. So anyway, down here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all of this cleared up, tidied away. I'm probably supposed to be out for dinner, obviously it's my birthday, so I probably won't be able to get the review done today, so sorry guys. So it'll be like the old days, you'll get them both up tomorrow, so you're getting this instead. But what I'm going to hopefully do is get this all cleared away, get it all squared away looking good, and then I'm going to then be able to try the live streaming. I'm going to do the vlog as a live stream. Fingers crossed it all works. Hopefully it will. I can't imagine it won't anyway. But I did a quick test with it and it all worked a treat. The beautiful thing about it is I did it off of this camera. The quality is amazing. You know, no more dodgy webcams and blurriness and pixelation and all of that rubbish. It really does work very, very well. We have to turn it down a little bit though, just for streaming purposes, because obviously this camera, well, it can do 4K. There's no way we're going to get that down the stream. HD is pushing it in 1080. So what I'm going to do is lower it to 720. And we'll stream it like that and give that a whirl, see how it goes on obviously Tuesday. But it should be really, the whole point of doing all of this down here, behind me down here, is to really get it all ready for when we do the live streams with me and Steve on Saturday mornings and things like that. And I want to do a lot more live, a lot more interactive. So even when I'm building and filming, in between, you guys can then hop in via Skype, things like that, and we can have a chat, you know, and all bits and pieces like that. All right, so that is the whole point to doing all of this. So I'm then going to get this lot all tidied off, which, yeah, I know my desk isn't the tidiest in the world. It looks like that most of the time, if we're honest. But I do want to gut this place completely. I'm doing this today. It's probably the tidiest area now down here in the studio. Got rid of the giant telly, which will make its way somewhere else. But yeah, we've gone from that to the other monitors. I was going to go with one of these ultra wide monitors and all the rest of it, but I still prefer 2 screens. I don't use it for much for anything else. It's literally for, I can petition for work, for editing and all bits and pieces like that, so it works well. So there we go. Hopefully, fingers crossed, you should get another part to this, which will be a live stream. And hopefully you have, so that'll be it. So, you know, I'd say I have it all over there and it should be nice and very good. To be honest, I haven't got that box over here to show you the multiple camera angles yet. But the whole idea is when you used to get the, you know, obviously the normal video builds of above, probably only 2 cameras. I think I could try it with 3, but I think I might be pushing my luck trying to do with 3. But because you get a little bit of delay when you're clicking through them, and obviously you've only got an option on the box that I've got of like next. So if you wanted to go like 3rd camera in, you'd have to jump back 2, and it might be a bit messy. So I'm thinking just for live stream, we just use 2. So we'll go good close overhead as we do, and then obviously this one streaming. We can pull in webcams as well. So if we do have guests in here, some guys join me on Saturday morning, things like that, we can spot the webcams all around to see what they're working on as well. And as well with Steve. The other big question we had, is it just 2 of us? No, we can have up to 10 people with this software on at once. Okay, so in the future, I intend to obviously open it up. We can have guests. Obviously, you guys can come on and join us on a Saturday and have a build with us, or when we're doing any other type of live broadcast and all the rest of it. But I really do like doing the live stuff, but don't panic. I'm not giving up on doing the quality stuff, if you like, with the editing and everything else like that. The full builds are going to still remain full builds. There'll still be 2 up every single week. But it's just generally things like these vlogs, stuff like that. It saves so much time. Okay, and you know me, it's warts and all. If I cock it up, you're going to get a cock up at the end of the day, and it's going to be, you know, very live, interactive, and I can answer questions and everything completely on the fly, rather than having that polished, edited stuff. And any mistakes get edited out. You know me, I don't do that anyway. But there we go. So anyway, hope you enjoyed today. Something a little bit different. Normal service will resume tomorrow once I've cleared all this out and all the rest of it. The time is now 4:20. So I think by the time YouTube renders this and gets it sorted out, you should get it really in the next half hour when it flicks over to HD mode, because obviously it does upload now, but it's not in HD. It does it in a lower res and then it comes through as HD. So I'll hold it back just until it's in HD, and hopefully you'll get the benefit of the quality. So until later guys, happy modelling and take care.